Hey folks, welcome to PlayBranson, the show about the shows where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. I'm your host, Chris Meyer. Our guest today is Michael Winslow. He is the human jukebox. It's his first time on the show, and he was in Branson last year for a date and is now doing a limited run here in Branson. Today's episode is brought to you by ibranson.com, where you can plan your entire Branson vacation. So be sure to visit ibranson.com. Now, are you looking for who's playing in Branson tonight? You want to know what's the latest show schedule? Well, you can go to thevacationchannel.com and see Branson show and attraction schedules. Click on the schedule button in the top right corner. We'll be back with Michael Winslow in just a moment. Welcome back to PlayBranson. On today's show, for the first time ever, I have the one and only Michael Winslow. Well, welcome to the show.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? PlayBranson.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're fixing to do a pretty decent run here in Branson, and we're going to talk about that show that is brand new. But I want to go way back. So tell people how you got into this business.
Okay, so we're talking about 19th Storm Run. I would watch TV. I would watch the Copycats, and I'd watch Rowan and Martin's Laughing, and I'd watch all kinds of programs, and the A-Team. Hey, shut up, fool! And I said, I want to be in entertainment. So I took a big risk, and I stuck out my thumb. My first year of college, I was unhappy, so I left school, and I hitchhiked to California.
Wow.
And this is 19th Storm Run, okay? So be gentle with me. And I said, I'll try for a summer. I'll try for a summer. And if it works out, I'll stay. But if it doesn't, I'll go back home and I'll go back to school. And it's been a really long summer.
Yeah. So you went to Hollywood, and what happened?
Well, I hit the ground running. I was homeless for a while because, it was just so expensive and crazy and everything. So I ended up living on Venice Beach and trying to get jobs and working at restaurants and trying to get a job. And I ended up getting on this program called The Gong Show.
Gong Show.
With Chuck Barris.
Yes.
Yeah, the crazy Chuck Barris. And I don't know about that whole agency. I don't know nothing about that, but he was great. He was one of the nicest people I'd ever met. He was really nice. He had me come in, had me audition. And next thing I know, I'm on the Gong Show competing. And I got $516.32 and bought a car to live in. So I became mobile homeless, which was a climb up.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was great. That was the first thing I'd ever done, and I was scared to death. Now, Robin Williams would have told you there was no such thing as a 10-year overnight success. And that's what the truth is. So I ended up getting small pieces. I ended up getting a small space in a TV series called The White Shadow. I ended up getting a guest appearance on The White Shadow. Ended up being in a couple of movies. One was called Underground Aces with Dirk Benedict from the A-Team, and it was my first movie. And I didn't say a word; it was all noises. Then I got another little bump with Cheech and Chong movie.
Cheech and Chong, yes.
Chong's next movie, and they put me in next movie in Nice Dreams, and then another slight little bump, and I ended up in small things, and then you find and climb your way into something like a police academy. And to get that role was an accident.
Yeah.
Because I'd done that role in the Cheech and Chong movie. The producers of Police Academy said, he's crazy. We want this guy. Because Hugh Wilson, who directed Police Academy, created a little-known TV series which was really big back when it came out. It was called WKRP in Cincinnati. That was his. Yeah. It was Hugh Wilson's TV series. And
Lonnie Anderson, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And that was, Academy was his first feature film. He'd never directed before.
Huh.
And we all learned at the same time.
And so as part of all these shows, are you doing like all these different, I guess, instruments and noises and different things like that?
They hired me because I was opening for Count Basie in his orchestra. Believe it or not, I was doing fusion jazz noises, and they came to that show and wrote me into the picture when I wasn't in the original script. So I was the comedy relief.
Wow.
And it was the first time I'd ever been on a big feature like that. I mean, I'd done smaller, feature film things, but this was an opportunity that someone believed in me enough to give to me.
Yeah. So you have been Spaceballs
with and Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
He asked me to come make this movie. And he said, a couple of days work. It'll be a couple of days. They tell me, my agent, it's a couple of days work. You'll be all right. I ended up 4 weeks because Mel kept everybody around. Yeah. Because all the comedians were family to him.
Yeah. And then one of the things I read about you is you were on the final season of The Love Boat. And I used to watch that show like all the time.
I took over for Gopher. I was the chief purser for Gopher. Yeah. Because Fred Grandy went on to Congress.
That's right.
So I took over for that role. Yeah. And unfortunately, it only went one season and that was it. But I got to be on The Love Boat. I got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how...
Small things.
How... Like you came to Branson last year. Mm-hmm. So how have you, like, did you know about Branson for last year, or when did Branson pop on your radar?
Well, thanks to a handful of great folks and promoters, they kept telling me about Branson. And I work with a gentleman named Morgan Preston, comedian. He used to open for Weird Al Yankovic. He had the Rock and Roll Comedy Circus of Death tour, which would explain why Weird Al liked him so much. But I ended up working with Morgan, and Morgan ran into Jason Smith, and we ended up saying, "Listen, you want to give Branson a try?" I said, "Well, that is the Baby Nashville, right?" He said, "Yeah, and Gatlinburg is not too far. So this is like Baby Nashville. I'd like to try that." Because I play country music. See, I do backwards country songs where you get all your stuff back, because that's the sense of humor I got. But I ended up doing this as a one-off to see, and Reza took us under his wing and been really, really sweet and nice to us. And then I got to meet the Haygoods, and I got to meet all kinds of people. Everybody here has been wonderful. So I said, you know what? If there ever could be a place where I could really perform for everybody and be able to reach everyone, that would be
Branson.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my sounds, I'm gonna take my stuff, because I make movies, I've done productions, and I work with everybody from John Anderson from Yes, who had a song out called "Makes Me Happy." If you want to check that out, it's on YouTube. Check out "Makes Me Happy," the alternative version. So I ended up packing up all my stuff, and I'm just gonna bring my entire studio system here.
Wow. Because
I do children's television, I do voiceovers, we do feature films, television, and a little bit of everything, podcasts. So I think I'm going to bring a production value here, because I think this is one of the best kept secrets in American history.
There we go, folks. One of the best kept secrets right there. And you know, I appreciate you saying that, because there's such huge opportunity here, and people in the Midwest know about Branson. Mm-hmm. But when you get further away, there's a lot of people that don't have any clue what Branson is.
So let's fix that.
Yeah.
Let's fix that, because I think this is one of the best kept secrets in American history is Branson.
Yeah.
And I think we should break the rules in an organized manner, reinvent this place, and make sure that everybody, even the folks overseas, and I want the folks in Japan, I want them to know about it.
Yeah.
Because as you know, in Japan and in all those countries, they love country. They love country. They love our American culture. They love our music, and they would love this place. I promise you.
It's the heart of America.
It's the heart of and the exact center of the United States. Yep. Like I said, the best kept secret in America is Branson, and we need to let that secret out.
Yep. Okay, we're going to be back in just a second with more. Hang tight. Going to Branson for some relaxation and fun? You've got to stay with Branson's award-winning hotel family, Meyer Hotels. Meyer Hotels features 4 hotels in Branson with the best locations for your trip. Choose from brands you know and trust, like the Holiday Inn Express on Green Mountain Drive, the Best Western Centerpoint Inn, Comfort Inn at Thousand Hills, and the Comfort Inn and Suites. Enjoy refreshing indoor pools and hot tubs. Do you like free? How about a free hot breakfast each morning? Free vacation planning services, and of course, smiles are always free. Want even more value? Go to MeyerHospitality.com and join our e-club to save 15% off your next stay, and check out incredible deals with our vacation packages. Call 1-877-FUN-STAY to book Branson's award-winning hotels, or visit MeyerHospitality.com. It's your safe choice for award-winning lodging in Branson. MeyerHospitality.com. Hey folks, welcome back to PlayBranson. We have the one and only Michael Winslow, and you are known for doing like 10,000 sounds.
We're past that now, because I did a video game that had 3,000 sounds. So I had to add that to the 10, and then add the other sounds that I've done in history. So we're in the hundreds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
'Cause I'm doing video games now.
Yeah, I saw where you had done some of your own apps and everything. So tell people, you're coming to Branson. You're going to be at the Columns Theater.
The Columns Theater, right next to the Olive Garden.
Right behind.
Right behind the Olive Garden. You know where that is.
And your show is going to be at...
And I hop around the little corner, just that you know where it is.
Okay, 5 o'clock, right?
Yep.
5 o'clock in your, what days?
Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
And this is basically I'm bringing some special stuff. I got a brand new program. We are going to break the rules in an organized manner. It's going to be loud. It's going to be soft, and there'll be a lot of music noises. I hope you enjoy yourselves. And just to make sure that we promote it and make sure everybody understands it is what's going on. PlayBranson is what's going on. We're gonna probably go to Retromania once or twice a week and give out some things and do some just play with things. I want to go to all the places. I'm gonna have a little talk with King Kong. Got some specialized bananas to get him off that building. We'll fix it. We'll figure all this out. But we're gonna do a little bit of everything, and if we're lucky, maybe a little children's television. Who knows? I'm here to see what we can do together because I want to make sure that I cover everything and make sure that everyone has a great time. I want everyone in better shape when they leave than when they come here.
Yeah. So would you call it a comedy show? Or is it a music show, or is it both?
Music comedy, multimedia music comedy show. Because I do Jimi Hendrix, I do Led Zeppelin. Those of you that know about my Led Zeppelin stuff, go on YouTube and type in Michael Winslow Led Zeppelin. I do Led Zeppelin. I do Prince. I do country music, as you know. I do heavy duty rock stuff, metal, classical, and world music, everything. I do a little bit of everything because of this. This has been the best gift ever that I've been able to share.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping everyone's going to have a good time. I'm going to teach you all to make some of your own noises. How about that? I'm going to teach the audience some sounds. We're going to have some fun.
Could you do some sounds for us today?
Sure.
Or do some stuff for us today.
No, we don't have the video for that. Oh, sorry.
And that's the news. And that's the way it is. This is Walter Crankcase, CBS News. Good night.
So they're going to get...
Oh, I got to teach him some noises. Okay, easy one.
Okay.
Can you do this? Your turn.
I don't think I can do it.
You got a weird cat, man.
That is weird. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I make noises, and this is what I do. Now, a lot of folks have seen me going, of course.
That's the beatbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, I was one of the founders. Technically.
Yeah. Can you do a little bit more?
19
Can you do a little bit more of that?
Sure.
I think that'd be good.
Well, first, tune on the radio. Oh, they're watching us. Oh, well. If you want to see more, you got to come to the show, everybody.
That's right. And
we're in the Columns, and they renovated the place. They spent a lot to get it underway. They're working on the sign right now, but they'll get that going. But we'll be at the Columns. Come see us.
yeah. So tell people, how did you even start doing all this?
I didn't have a lot of friends. My father was Air Force, and we used to live on the Air Force bases. We moved every 2 years. I didn't have a lot of friends. This is the 60s. This is back when Star Trek. This is back when Shatner had hair. Yeah, you know what year we're talking about. When the monkeys were on the air, you could only watch it once a week. That's when I decided I wanted to be in this. That's when I learned to sing, because I lived on an active Air Force base. My dad was Air Force.
So you kind of took a difficult situation and out of that created opportunity.
Do you get that much air traffic in Branson? Oh.
Yeah. So you took a bad situation
and made it work and then I ended up saying I really want to be in entertainment. I really wanted it. So I decided to take a very, very big risk, which I wouldn't recommend to kids now.
Yeah.
But it like my God and stars, it worked out. Yeah. It worked out, and now 45 years later, I've got a great career. movies, television. I have had an opportunity to go across, Australia 20 times, Europe, overseas, all the countries. Basically, my job is to help everyone forget about the rent for an hour.
There you go. Yes.
So we do, and I want everyone to forget about the rent for an hour, and please understand and discover the best kept secret in America.
Yeah.
Branson.
Okay, folks, here's the deal. Michael Winslow is at the Columns Theater. He's going to be there this first kind of what I'd call limited engagement.
Yep.
You'll be there through September 1st.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you're there every week.
Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Yep. Monday, Tuesday, and
You got
Thursdays.
guitars over here. I noticed you had a...
Oh, sorry, it's not tuned, is it?
No, it's...
We got a lot of folks there, and I want to thank everybody over at the Columns for letting us come and do this. We got a lot of folks. It's a lot of shows. It's not just one. You got a lot of things going on in that theater, and we are one of them. Madison Galloway's going to, she's a rocker, and she's going to do her thing. She's going to play, and I'm going to watch. Maybe we'll jam together. You've got you've got two stages in there, the Comedy Club and the Columns where we are. So there's a lot of entertainment that's going to be over the next 90 days. Please come see us. Yep. And we're here to help you have a good time, because I cannot wait to meet you. I cannot wait to meet everybody.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you in the Branson community. And
I want to thank all the folks for reaching out and letting me be a part of this. And thank you to the Haygoods. And thank you, Jay. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, folks. Go see Michael Winslow, his new show here in Branson over at the Columns Theater, 5 p.m. over right behind Olive Garden.
Right. And hey, kids.
We'll be back in just a second to wrap the show up.
Pika, pika.
Ow, Pika, come on, man.
Who is playing in Branson tonight? Go to thevacationchannel.com to see Branson's latest show and attraction schedules. It's your source for everything to do in Branson. Hey folks, welcome back to the show. We've been talking to Michael Winslow. Now he's a pretty darn interesting guy. He's got a lot of talent. Now his show is Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. through September 1st at the Columns Concert and Event Center, which is right behind Olive Garden here in Branson. Now if you need help booking tickets for the Michael Winslow show or any other show in Branson, be sure to call the folks at ibranson.com at 877-ENTERTAIN, or you can simply go online to ibranson.com to start planning your next vacation to Branson, Missouri. Now you can find all of our Play Branson episodes on social media on Facebook or YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Play Branson. You don't want to miss an episode. You can also find us on thevacationchannel.com. We encourage you to go support live entertainment this week. Go see a show. That's it for today. We'll see you next week here on Play Branson.